Claude Julien from Boston Globe. You said you were optimistic and confident about Tyler Seguin, and proved you right.
Yeah, he had a good game. I thought that he had his chance. He took advantage of it and scored. And obviously, he had a lot of energy tonight and excitement in his game. So it was a good player for us.
Claude, James Murphy, ESPNBoston.com. Not too much success on the face-off tonight, and that was one of the things you guys talked about today about bringing out. How much did that affect the game?
Well, I said that before. We even played the game that it's so important to start with the puck, and when you don't win as many draws as you're used to, you're backpedaling a little bit, and those lost draws, and how quickly they counter certainly didn't help our game tonight.
Well, Kevin Walsh, Comcast Sportsnet. Was the effort there tonight and Russ got in the way? What would you say?
Was the effort there, and what was the other thing?
And then Russ got in the way. What would you say was the biggest difference?
Oh, I think we could have had a better effort. I think overall as a team, we're definitely going to need to be better, get a better effort there. And Russ was even on both sides, as far as the time off. So we don't want to use Russ as an excuse, but I think the effort was something that we're going to need more of, a better effort. And the other part too is the fact that when we gave that 3-0 lead, that it was certainly, again, a little bit like in that Montreal series. I thought we gave them some easy goals, and that was more of our doing than it was theirs. And until that point, I thought we had started the game really well and had good momentum, but those 3 goals certainly set us back.
Claude, Bill Stacey from the Salem News. A lot's been made about the amount of shots they've been blocking a game, both in the regular season and playoffs. It seemed like the shot that St. Louis blocked about halfway through the first period off the Boychuk slap really seemed to ignite them. 20 seconds later, they come back and score the first of those 3 quick goals. Can you talk about that play in particular there?
Well, maybe they can elaborate more on that play for us. It's the goals they scored certainly wasn't because St. Louis blocked the shot. It was more of our mistakes. And anybody who knows the game will see those mistakes on all 3 goals that were pretty obvious.
Scott McLaughlin, WEI.com. They didn't really use the 1-3-1 all that much in the first period. Did that throw you guys off at all?
No, absolutely not. The one thing we know is that they use a 1-3-1, they use a 1-2-2, they vary period shifts. They do that all the time, and certainly, I guess their goal is to try and throw us off. But we knew that coming into the series that they alternate, and we're ready for that.
Ben Colagio, Standard Times, New Bedford. You kind of stole my thunder with the Montreal reference, but you guys did regroup against them. You cleaned up the game in the back end. What's going to be the focal point for them, coming out next game in order to be cleaner and quicker and not fumble under pressure?
Well, I don't know if we fumbled under pressure. Again, it depends how you want to look at those things. I think those mistakes were mistakes that are easily correctable, that you can correct easily, I should say, and those are things that, again, were uncharacteristic of our hockey club, and of the first 3 goals, I don't feel that there was a good goal out of all of those things. A blind back pass, the backhand from a tough angle, and we lose a puck, beside the net on our own. So, is there really something that that they did so well that created that? No, I think it's more about us. Give them credit for pouncing on those opportunities and capitalizing. That's part of the game. But we got to look at your team and say, what can you do better? I think we got to make sure that we're a little better with the puck management, and that wasn't there tonight.
Claude, Mike Loftus, Patriot Ledger. From an even strength perspective, at least, Chris Kelly with Marsh and Recchi, how did that strike you tonight?
Well, we move things around a little bit. When you're battling from behind and you're trying to get some goals and you end up killing penalties. We had power plays that went back and forth. You move guys around a little bit, and we had to do that. But again, you got to work with what you've got, and we've got a couple of days here to look at the situation, and we want to make some changes. We'll have time to do that.
Tim Rosenthal, the Hub of Hockey. Just going back to that reference of moving the lines around a little bit, how did you think they fared with Seguin and Recchi making a switch?
Oh, just a switch. I don't think I think he played a couple of shifts with another line and stuff like that. It was to make sure we got him in the game because he skated well and he had a goal and had some opportunities, and this was an opportunity for him to go in and help us out. So that's, with all the power plays and penalties and stuff that we had, it was important to move Tyler into some spots here, and that's all we did.
Scott McLaughlin from WEI.com again. With the way Tyler played, was there any thought of maybe using him on the power play?
That's it. No comment.
Claude, back down to Bruins about that, you talked about maybe making some changes over the next couple of days. Is this a case where maybe making up for Patrice's absence is a lot easier on paper or in the lead up to the game than it is once it's in action?
No, I think, you look around and, as you know, hindsight's always 20/20, right? But, we felt and we still feel that Kelly was the guy that was going to step into that position here. And, you look around and you say, what else can we do with these things? And we move the guys around a little bit, but, you got to live with those losses. And just because you lose a game doesn't mean it's because of that. Again, I think I spoke enough about what we did at the beginning of the game that threw us off. You take those 3 goals away, and then you got a different hockey game, and that's basically it. So I don't think it's the fact that we have Kelly in a certain place or that. I think it's more of our own doing, and we just have to focus on what we need to do here in the next game to make it better. And it's as simple as that.